And good evening, everyone. It is Wednesday. We are live at 5 in the middle of the week. Happy hump day, right? Tomorrow is exciting because tomorrow is Thursday. We're getting to the end of the week. And for some of us that have a ton of clients that we talk to on a daily basis, sometimes it's really nice to turn it off, right? I'm going to wait a few minutes for people. I got a couple people signing on. I can see in the corner where it says two. Um, my hair was doing something crazy today, so I ended up just putting it up like this. So, excuse the bun, the high bun, the 1960s bun I have going on here. My hair was just doing its own thing this morning, this afternoon. So, wait a few minutes. If you're jumping on for the first time, we had a few new members join this week. Just say hi so I know you're alive. Say hi. Let me know where you're calling in from. We have people calling in from all over the country mostly. We have some in Canada, some in the UK. So I see 5 viewers. Hi. Hey, Candace. Candace from Indiana. Girl, how are you? How are you? Hi, Amanda. How's it going? Busy bee cleaning. Amanda Burge. Let's see, we got a couple people going. Tonight is going to be a different type of talk. The one thing that you need to do to change your maid service, right? Why it's preventing you from scaling your maid service, right? I mean, it could be all different. There could be a million reasons or skills that you haven't developed, but there's one thing. So we'll wait a couple more minutes. Staying busy. That's what I like it. Hi, Janet. Janet, I love that color palette. Janet's a new accelerator. Drop them up in scale accelerator member, and she's doing amazing so far. And she got some great ideas for changing her color palette, changing her branding strategy. She decided to go change her whole logo, which is like super cool. But those colors are badass that you picked. So good work on that. So we will get started. For those of you that don't know me, you're welcome, Jenna. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Cheryl Hazer. I founded Sisters Who Scale, which is this group. Okay, I help cleaning business owners hire the right staff, grow their revenues, and get owners out of the field. Get everyone to stop cleaning, which is the big thing, right? To put the mop down so they can work on their business and not in their business. I am an active owner. My company is called Maid Cleaning. I'm in the Boston, like 40 minutes north of Boston in Massachusetts. I founded that company. I went from zero to currently over 700,000 a year, and it's still growing. It's still massively growing, and we're about to hit the spring, so the spring gets nutty, right? So today we're going to talk about mindset, okay? Mindset and the link between it and growing a company. So I tell everyone, you can't scale a company with a poverty mindset, all right? I'm going to say that again, and I want you to think about that. You can't scale a company with a poverty mindset. So today we're going to talk about something that not a lot of people talk about, okay? And it's very important because mostly women suffer from it. It's mostly women that tune into the call. So mostly women suffer from this. So have any of you heard of a money block? Have you ever said to yourself, money is the root of all evil? Or money doesn't buy happiness, okay? So whoever said these things, I guarantee you didn't have any money because money can make your life easier. It's not going to solve all the world problems, okay? But it can make your life easier. It can allow you to take your family on vacation. It can allow you to buy, the car you want. It can pay the bills, right? Which we know everyone, in this country right now with inflation crazy, some people are having challenges. Money can help you do that. It can help solve a lot of problems and help you sleep at night. So we're going to talk about that today because money is energy, right? Money gets a bad rap here. Money is not bad. Money is actually a good thing, right? Money can do a lot of things, like I said. Take you on vacation, send your kids to, I don't know, private school if you want, or, they can have nice birthdays and stuff like that. Buy your parents a home closer to you. There's a lot of things that money can do. And that stuff isn't bad, okay? It's all good. What is bad? Greed is bad. So there's a difference. Greed causes people to do bad things for money, like lie, cheat, steal, those things, and we kind of get confused about that. Okay, so before we really get into it, we're going to talk about why you have fears about money, why you have fears about raising prices, why you have fears about moving forward, creating new products, why you're afraid to have conversations with customers and clients having to do with money. Okay, so why do you think you have to work for free or discount your prices? You have to ask yourself that, right? And there are some things you can do to avoid these. So a lot of people suffer from this. When I start working with clients, the first thing we do is we do a pricing audit to make sure you're charging enough, right? And a lot of people aren't charging enough because you feel bad. You want to give everyone a break, right? Business is not tied to emotion. And that's the first thing we have to do. And it's hard for cleaning business owners because we usually have servants' hearts where we want to help everyone. So it's very difficult to separate that, right? But they could be happening from a money block. So if you want to write this stuff down, what is a money block? Okay, money blocks are nothing but negative, subconscious mind beliefs about money that we harbor, okay, inside our minds that continually hinder us from achieving financial success in life, okay? So our subconscious obstacles, like it's created in our minds by ourselves because no one on the outside knows what you're thinking, right? So these things are preventing us from manifesting money and achieving our financial growth, no matter how hard we try. All right, all this circus going on in the background, right? It's a form of self-sabotage, and it unfortunately creates a bad relationship with you and money. So where do the money blocks come from? Well, they can come from a variety of places. They can come from childhood beliefs. They could come from your parents, and your parents didn't, purposely do this, right? So the most common form of money block stems from a narrative that you may have heard in your childhood, right from there. So we internalize these beliefs so that even when we become adults, they still exert a great deal of influence when on our thoughts and our actions. Okay, so an example of this form of money block would sound something like I said before: money is the root of all evil. Rich people who have more money had to screw other people to get over it, right? That thought. um, Money divides us more than it unites us. Okay. Only the rich can get rich, the poor are doomed to get poorer. There's another thought process, right? And money blocks, from childhood form a vicious, self fulfilling prophecy. Like whatever you constantly think of actually comes true, right? We know this happens with manifestation of energies and all those things because you believe in these adverse outcomes, they start to come true for you. And that's where you need to change this mindset, right? This is gonna hinder you from growing. Period. End of story. I don't care what anyone says, right? So if you ever saw your mother constantly having to ask your father for money, this is a money block. This was me. Okay, this is what I grew up seeing, and I had to wrestle this for a bit until I got control of it. My dad worked, my mother didn't work. My mother would always have to go to him for money. He'd be like, "Oh, we can't afford that. We can't pay this. We can't do that." Right? All kind of stuff. So number two, where a money block comes from is it also comes from a past financial mistake. Maybe you haven't forgiven yourself yet for, right? Has anyone here, show of hands, spent money foolishly before and felt guilty about it? I know I have, right? I'm sure everyone on this call has, right? So another prevalent form of money block which arises is this past mistakes of you just blowing money or whatever, right? Maybe you invested something and it didn't turn out the way you wanted, right? But does that mean you have to stop trying? Mm-mm. In the future, you can become convinced that your past failure with money was a huge problem and you form a bad relationship with money that you never want to invest in yourself again, right? These are real things that actually happen. Okay, the third one is money blocks that are due to lack of skill and experience. So lack of skill and experience. You might believe you can never become better in the first place. Like, oh, success is for other people, right? This is a self-sabotaging thought. This is a limiting thought that you kind of have to break, right? If you want to grow and, have $1 million company, even if you want to have a $300,000 company, $500,000 company, wherever you want to be, you need to break these money blocks if you're suffering from them, okay? If you're suffering from them. So they toil in other directions, make resolutions, you have to vow to achieve success and even make moves, but still they remain so far from their financial goals simply because these negative subconscious beliefs, right? Is this making sense? So, how do you know if you have a money block? Let me just check in. Hi, Angie. Angie, can I just say something about Angie? Someone's buzzing me on the DM. Let me just say something about Angie. Angie and I just had our first private call. She's an amazing woman. She runs a thriving business in New York, and she's got a staff. And working with me, unfortunately, half of them are going to lose their jobs. We're gonna fix some stuff. We're gonna fix a lot of things. Angie has a big heart, and she gives a lot. She gives everyone too much, and they're walking all over her. And probably about 3 or 4 of them are gonna lose their jobs in a matter of about 30 days. So it's not a bad thing. I know. I just adore you. And we're gonna fix you. We're gonna fix your business because no one has the right to treat you bad. No one has the right to walk all over you. No one has the right to talk to you in a disrespectful way. That's not what happens. You're the boss. You're the leader. You're creating paychecks, and we're gonna change all that crap because that's not happening. So, I'm very thrilled, beyond thrilled, to work with Angie because I know she's very deserving of it. And we're gonna fix some things. And her office manager, Bridget, she was amazing too. She knows that Angie needs the help. 3 of us are gonna work together. We're gonna fix her business and make her love it again. Because just you get into like a bad cycle. This is off money block thing. Me too. You get into a bad cycle, right? You have employees and they're cranky and whiny and drama. Shut up, right? Stop. Just stop. So there's ways to do that. I help people with that. That's a different topic. That's a hiring that's a hiring topic, but we're gonna do a lot of things. So back to the training. So how do you know you have money block? Okay, this is how you know. If you believe you don't deserve money, that's number one, right? If you grew up believing that abundance was something that happened to other people, you might not think you're good enough to get rich, right? You have to remove that idea that only certain people are deserving for success, right? Anyone and everyone can be successful in their own way, okay? Money block number 2, you get cues from your environment, right? Does your home or your work environment, does it subconsciously tune your mind into a vibration of lack, right? The word lack rather than abundance. Are you always like, I'm poor, I can't spend this, I don't have enough money? If you have those types of thoughts, that's a lack. That is a lack vibration, okay, rather than an abundance vibration. 2 very different things, right? Common money blocks of this include small change, carelessly lying around, poorly organized receipts, items that remind you of your hardest times, right? You need to reframe your environment to reframe your thoughts, okay? Money block number 3, and you guys are not going to expect this, an excessively giving mindset, right? So an excessively giving mindset. It's great to give, it's great to help, but when you're excessively giving to people, you have a money block, no doubt. So being generous is great, like I said, but to manifest abundance, okay, you need to be a giver and a receiver. You need to also be able to receive it. You can't be give and be like, no, I don't want anything, right? You have to get both. So remember that your worth is not only defined by what you can provide for others, it's healthy and it's a positive, and it's your right to want things for yourself as well. In the long run, it's very beneficial for you to save, right? And be more frugal so you can help others in the future. So an excessively giving mindset is actually bad. You want to have a healthy giving mindset. Give, but you also have to receive, right? If you're sending out to the universe, you want to give, you want to help, you're sending all that out, it's going to send you back stuff tenfold. You have to accept it, okay? Otherwise, you're going to mess all the universe up, and you don't want to mess the universe up. Number 4, low expectations. Whether it's your ability to gain abundance, or your faith in the law of attraction that is lacking, something like that, right? That's a mind full of doubts or low expectations. If you have low expectations, you're not going to be able to harness the energy required for a wealthy life, right? You have to have expectations that good stuff is going to happen, right? In order to attract what you want, you need to let go of the doubt. You need to be like, I'm going to get this. I'm going to get that, right? Even if you don't get it right away, you'll get it eventually, right? So you're reading like stories, success stories on manifestation. It can help you boost your vibration and give you powerfully positive expectations. So how can you release a money block, right? Everyone wants to know. How do we release these money blocks? All right, you want to write this down? Be aware. Number one thing you can do is be aware of how you talk about money on a daily basis. Listen to yourself. Like I said before, I'm doing statements like, money is the root of all evil. This can serve you to have a very bad relationship with money. You want to say to yourself, money does buy happiness. Of course, it doesn't buy every happiness in the world, but you want to say, put out to the universe, money is going to make my life easier. Money's going to make me happy, right? You have to say that to yourself so it comes back. All I know is personally, when I bring in a sale and I bring in a certain amount of money in a month and my bills are paid and I get to go wherever I want and I'm buying a new car, I'm pretty happy, right? Is it my God? No. Money's not the God. There's a difference between that, right? It's a difference. So be aware what you say to yourself. Things like, oh, I'll never make 6 figures. Okay, you just told the universe that you're never going to make 6 figures. This is a mindset thing, right? Oh, I hate to raise my prices because they're so nice. Okay, that means when you go to raise their prices, you could have sent out that negative vibration that they're going to be like, oh, it's too expensive, we quit. You have to completely change the way you think about things, right? So, or here's another one. Oh, I don't know where the money's going to come from. Right? You don't, right? Say, I know what's going to come. Just be like, the money's going to come, right? Or I'm broke. Everyone's said that before. I'm broke. I don't have any money. You have to stop saying those things. I have no money is another one, right? Those statements will infest your brain in your subconscious like an ant farm. Right? It just takes over your brain, right? It'll infest your brain until all you think about with money is negative, right? Is scarcity, is scarcity. I have nothing, right? You have to change the way you think. So you have to change this, right? We have to change from a place of negativity to a place of positivity, if that's even a word. A place of abundance, a place where you can visualize everything you want and who you want to be, right? And what your business will look like, okay? Another thing, your income is privilege. It's a privilege to make a lot of money. So when you have a privilege to get something good in your life, what do you need to be? You need to be grateful for it, right? So trade your expectation for appreciation and the world will change immediately, right? All these young kids, they're entitled, they expect stuff, they're about to get a rude awakening when AI takes over their life and no one has a job. But that's another conversation for another day. You have to be appreciative of everything that you get, right? If you're appreciative, if you thank the universe, it's gonna keep the wheel is gonna keep turning in your favor. So be grateful every single day, right? Say your positive affirmations every morning. Be thankful when you're getting your coffee or whatever. Write them down if you want to. Keep them on the wall. These will change your intentions and set yourself up for a positive inflow of energy, which is what you want to do, right? The importance of gratitude is understated, right? So 2 scenarios. In the first scenario, we have someone who recognizes, every little outcome is the right step in the right direction, right? They see the bigger plan. They appreciate every little success, whether it's small, large, whatever, okay? You get one new client this week, you get two new clients or whatever, you hire a new person that you think is going to be amazing. Be very grateful for those small wins. Those are small wins each day. You don't want to look at the big picture, you'll get overwhelmed, and you look for the big win. You want to look at the small wins, because the small wins are going to add up to the bigger wins, right? And then you're going to build momentum of wins, and that's what you're looking for. Okay, this is going to drive you to keep going and keep getting that bigger win. So that's the first scenario. The second scenario, we have someone who gets frustrated because they're not getting enough money, right? Or what they deserve. Okay, so they're depressed, they're frustrated, and instead of appreciating the little things that are probably coming their way and building on it, they let the frustration eat them up. And what does that do? That kills their drive. Okay? This is life in a nutshell, beyond even a business, right? Life in a nutshell is all about framing how you want your life to look, right? Do you live with your, is your glass half full? Is your glass half empty, right? If your glass is half full, you're going to have one hell of a life. If your glass is half empty, you may not have one hell of a life. It's going to look a little different than the person where the glass is half full, okay? And I know that's hard when you're frustrated and you have staff issues and client issues and stuff like that, but you need to work on reframing this. So another thing you can do after you've reframed everything is focus on building some real skills, okay? So a very effective way to clear money blocks is to build up fundamental tangible skills rather than earning money for the short term, right? So striving for short term gratifications is a sign of a blocked mind, right? So if you've ever said to yourself, I just need to make 3 more appointments for this week and I can make this much money and pay this bill, that is an example of a short term thinking mindset, okay? So this is an example of working for money and not working for a long-term goal and not working for wealth. This isn't working for wealth. This is working for the short-term gratification. So you kind of have to work to change this gratification, right? And put a bigger picture out into the universe. So, you all started cleaning businesses because you all have what it takes, right? You have drive, you're motivated. Some of us started because we were single parents and we didn't have a choice. My story. And so, it's your money blocks that are prohibiting you from moving on, right? From moving forward. And until you take these steps necessary, okay, you won't be able to grow. And I want you all to move forward, okay? So, another thing you got to do, in which I see this too, I work with a lot of people, I see this. You need to uncomplicate your life, right? Sometimes there's a personal stuff going on in the background, right? Sometimes you got that going on, you got the business going on, and it's all like kind of too much. So simplifying your life is going to help you lead an easier life, which is in turn going to help you lead a simplified cleaning business, okay? Cutting the fat, cut out things you don't need, unnecessary bills, unnecessary conversations, toxic friends. We all know those people, right? They drive us mental. Products that don't sell, business contracts that don't work, a nasty cleaning client. Let's talk about that one, right? If you don't need the money, think in terms of abundance. Think of, I'm going to replace nasty Sherry Smith because she sucks, right? Or whatever. She's cranky and always has a complaint about, quality, or they didn't get they missed the dusting here, or the price is too high, or whatever. You need to cut the fat and get rid of those people that don't serve you, okay? And you need to think in a world of abundance and attract the people that do serve you, that are appreciative of what you do on a daily basis, what your staff does on a daily basis, right? The goal is to make your life and business as simple as possible, okay? So do an audit. Do an audit on your life. Split it into 2 parts, right? Let's talk about personal. Okay, personal is going to be toxic friends. I hate to say that. We all have them. Toxic friends, bills you don't need, things at home, right? Some of you can't move forward because you're stuck in your own drama. And I don't mean that in any disrespect, right? You know what I'm saying? It's all true. We all have stuff in our lives. So on the business side, do an audit of the business, take a look at your bills, see where you can cut the fat. Are you paying too much for insurance? Are you paying for a subscription that's too expensive that you don't really need? Are you paying too much for marketing? You're paying a Google SEO guy too much money. A lot of people are paying a lot of people too much money for that stuff, and it doesn't work that well with maid service. So you want to make your life simpler, but you have to simplify your life to gain this clarity. You kind of gotta, cut out the junk, right? And then you can see clearer. So I work with a lot of women who have money blocks and fears around money. Women who can't get out of their own way. I see it every single day. And believe it or not, more women have money blocks than men. Who here thinks they have a money block? Let me see. Who here thinks we have a money block? Toxic is toxic. Amen, sister. I hate toxic shit. Sorry. I hate toxic stuff. Hate it. Hate it, Kathy. Hi, Natalia. Hi, Sarah. Hi, Laura. Laura, we're working together on Friday. Friday. Money blocks. Girl, I'm going to drive up there to Indiana. Yeah, it's a mindset. It's a mindset. But you've worked so. Candace just graduated from the Drop Them Off. She's made amazing strides, right? Amazing strides in mindset, in confidence, in all kinds of things. But sometimes these money blocks take a little work. They take a little time. Who here thinks they have a money block? Money block. Amanda thinks you're a money block. Okay. Hi, Joanna. Money block. Totally. I've had them before. I had to work really hard to get through them. Angie, see? What's up, Kathy? Kathy. Angie, money block. Janet, money block. Need to simplify. Natalia, simplify. Yep, we get too complicated in our own lives. Love myself some Cheryl. Pay attention. You're funny, Kathy. Money blocks. No, I know. We were on Joanna. She was on the drop them up in scale. The group call last night on Tuesday, and but I think you're finally breaking through it. She hired another person. She got a couple of new residential people. It's all coming. It's all coming. You're gonna keep putting that positivity out there and be like, I can do this. I can have it all. I deserve it. Right? That's a big word. I am deserving of this. And a lot of us don't think we're deserving of stuff, or why me, or why do I need to get good things? Because you deserve it. That's why, right? We all work really hard. We take care of families, husbands, children's, animals, the whole 9 yards, right? And sometimes we get overlooked. Yes, each step counts towards the goal. It 100% does. Even if you get one good review, one happy client, even if you're cleaning and you step away from a unit you're cleaning and you're like, this place looks amazing, pat yourself on the back, right? You deserve that stuff. Yep, I have a money block occasionally. Women have money blocks. I don't know why, we just do. And it's, you can work through them. I work through mine. But there was a time, and I'm going to be honest with you all, my money blocks came from being a single mother and always feeling poor and broke, right? I was like, I started cleaning to put groceries on the table. True story. Yeah. I was a single mother since by the time my son was 2.5 months old, I became a single mother. Hi. That wasn't fun at all. So nobody knows what that feels like more than me, and I'm telling you, you can break through it. You can come to the other side of plentiful in abundance with me. But yeah, it could be a generational thing, like I said, right? Women come from a place of nurturing and taking care of things, while men come from a place of hunting. Men have the mindset of the kill, of abundance, of going out and getting stuff. Women have the harvesting, right? All that stuff. So we, over time, we've had to live with less sometimes, right? Two totally different mindsets. So there are steps you can take to eliminate your money blocks and break free from what's holding you back, right? You can have everything you want in the world if you feel that you're deserving of it. And that's it, right? It's all up to you. It's not up to me. It's up to you. If you feel like you're deserving of having it all, you can. You can all have it all. You're just going to trust the process. You got to trust yourself, and you have to ask for it, right? You have to ask to have abundance in your life. So I hope this training was helpful. I was excited to do it because money blocks affect so many women, right? So many women. Amanda, January was very negative months, both personal and business aspects. I had to turn it around for February. It's going much better. Yes, you enrolled in the program, and Busy Bee is gonna get a big boost. Busy Bee Cleaning. Isn't that a cute name? I love that. So the spring drop the mop scale and accelerator is underway. The maid service owners that have come on with me this time around, they're already making changes. They've been in the program not even a couple of weeks. They amaze me. They're fired up. They're pumped. They're committed. It's all mindset, right? It is all mindset, right? The only person that is stopping you from achieving your dreams is you. It's not anyone else. It's you, right? So remember that. I hope you all have a wonderful and amazing evening, an amazing weekend, even though it's only Wednesday, Cheryl. The weekend isn't here yet. And I will see you all next week. All right. Have a great week. Bye.